Going global and expanding internationally with the Amazon Influencer Program is an incredible way to quantify your earnings. But you do need to stay organized, and there are a couple of things that I do to make sure that I am maximizing my workflow, I'm improving my productivity, keeping things ticking along nicely, and also making sure that I am staying compliant. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Tamika, and I talk about a range of topics around balancing life, family, and finance through creativity and hustle. Today, I'm specifically talking about how I stay organized going global with the Amazon Influencer Program. I have just over 470 videos with Amazon.com, and I have expanded to 8 countries globally. So here are some of the tips that I have learned along the way. My first tip would be to streamline your content storage system. When you're uploading to multiple marketplaces or across various social media channels, you want it to be quick and easy to find not only your video, but the corresponding thumbnail and even the title that you've used previously with your content. The second tip that I would give you is to optimize your international tracking. So this will save you time and also boost your earnings and make it easy to locate products on international marketplaces. And then thirdly, don't skip the boring bits. You don't want to forget about your compliance, your tax details, and your payment details, because the reason that we're in business is to make money. So make sure that you cover off all of those things and your Amazon account remains compliant. Let's jump straight into how I streamline my content storage system. I like to use Google Docs to record all of the details about my videos. Things like the video title, product description, and tracking their upload progress across different marketplaces. I've created a simple template that helps me stay organized and on top of all of it. Then I use Google Drive to actually store my video files. This means that I have everything safely backed up with the corresponding thumbnail ready to upload whenever I have time or as new marketplaces become available. One of the big reasons that I love using Google Drive is because if you have a Gmail account, you automatically get 15 gigabytes of free storage. It's really easy to access a good amount of space without needing to pay extra for subscription services. Now, if I open up my Google Sheet, one of the first things that I do is I give each video an identification number. I'm using number 1 here just as an example. I also write a short product description in my own words rather than copying and pasting the Amazon title. Amazon sellers can get pretty creative with keywords and long titles, and they're not always how I would naturally describe the product. Having my own description makes it really easy to search for and identify this later on in my Google Sheet. The next thing that I will do is I will record the title that I will be using when I upload the video to Amazon. This will be the same title across each of the marketplaces, and having it stored here makes it really easy to copy and paste. After that, I'll just note down the format of the orientation of the video, whether it is a horizontal or a vertical format, or I can record here that it is a shoppable photo or a collage. The reason I do this is it makes it really easy to find certain styles of content when I am repurposing to social media at a later date. If you were setting up a similar storage system from scratch, you might like to organize your Google Drive like this, with separate folders for shoppable photos, collages, thumbnails, and then the video files themselves. You can see here that my thumbnails are titled 1, 2, and 3. These numbers match the identification numbers that I've recorded on my spreadsheet. Then the videos are saved and files using that exact same numbering system so that everything stays really easy to find and upload when I need it. Now, here's a really simple tip to save yourself time. You can get those numbers to show up directly on your thumbnails without any extra effort when uploading to Google Drive. All you need to do is to title your thumbnail when you're creating it in Canva. Just customize the text next to the page number so that the video number shows up on the thumbnail itself, just like the example here. Once you've uploaded both the thumbnail and the corresponding video into Google Drive, I go back to my spreadsheet and then I tick them off under my social media tracking section, and that way I know that everything is stored safely and ready to go. Now at this stage, I do want to mention that if you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop me a comment below because I would be more than happy to answer those for you. Now let's move into optimizing our international tracking, because this is where we can start to save a huge amount of time and also boost our earnings from international marketplaces. One of the key things that I like to record in my spreadsheet is the ASIN, which is Amazon's unique product identification number. Here I have already located the products that I have filmed on the Amazon.com marketplace. To find the ASIN, I can simply scroll down to the bottom of the page and locate it under the additional product details. If you have the Helium 10 browser plugin extension like I do, you'll be able to simply copy the ASIN right from the top of your page. If you'd like more information about Helium 10 and why I choose to use it as part of my Amazon influencer journey, then you can check out more details down below in the description. There are two main reasons why I record the ASIN for my videos. And the first reason is that even if you don't have access to a deep linking tool like the one that I'm about to show you, you can still use the ASIN to manually check if a product is available on any of Amazon's international sites. All you need to do is copy the ASIN, head over to the Amazon site for the country that you want to check, and paste it into the search bar. One really important tip here is to make sure that you set your delivery address to a local address within that country before doing your search. If you don't do this, Amazon might show you limited product results or tell you that the item is unavailable simply because it doesn't ship to your current address. If you're not sure of what address to use, I just use a Google search and look for a local cafe or a business in that country's capital city, and that tends to give really good results. The second reason that I record the ASIN is because it saves me so much time as part of the upload process. When I'm tagging products for my video, instead of scrolling through my search history, which can often be out of order or not display everything that I've looked at, I can simply paste the ASIN directly into the Browse History tab. This then pulls up the exact product that I want to tag straight away, and it makes the process so much faster and more efficient. Now, personally, I like to take this a step further and use a deep linking tool to automate my international tracking, and the program that I use is called Geniuslinks. Geniuslinks allows me to take my standard Amazon site stripe link with my affiliate ID already embedded, paste it into their platform, and see exactly which countries this product is sold in. I also use Geniuslinks to help me plan out which marketplaces I'll prioritize uploading to based on recent customer activity in that destination country. It's incredibly affordable, starting at just $6 per month, and in my experience, it has paid for itself many times over because of how much easier it makes earning international commissions, especially when posting offsite to platforms like YouTube, Instagram, or my blog. Once I've created my Geniuslink, I'll then copy that into my spreadsheet so that it's quick to locate when I'm repurposing my content offsite at a later time. From here, as I scroll across my spreadsheet, you can see that I have checkboxes set up for each of the international marketplaces where I currently upload my videos. And as I upload to each of those marketplaces, I simply tick them off. And this makes it really clear and easy for me to pause my work and to pick it up exactly where I left off. I also follow this same process for tracking which social media sites I have repurposed my content to. If you'd like me to go into more detail about how I use Geniuslinks or how to set it up for your own content, then let me know in the comments below, because I'm more than happy to create a follow-up video answering any specific questions. And if you do want to try it out for yourself, I will leave a link with a free trial of Geniuslinks down in the description. Now, while all of this is really exciting and such a great way to grow your international earnings, I cannot stress this enough. Do not skip the boring bits. Inside my Google Sheets tracker, I have a completely separate tab dedicated to all of those little details that can easily get forgotten. The tab is titled Social Media Declaration Tracker, and this is where I keep track of all of the behind-the-scenes admin that supports my content. In here, I record all of the countries that I currently upload my videos to, and alongside that, I record my individual tracking IDs and note whether they are on-site or off-site. The reason that I do this is because Amazon provides you with both an on-site and an off-site ID for each international marketplace that you sign up to. And while managing 1 or 2 countries might be really easy to remember, keeping track of 8+ countries is not quite so simple. The other thing to be aware of is that your tracking IDs within the same country don't automatically transfer information between them, and they don't link or sync up any of your banking details, tax information, or site declarations, even though they are for the same destination country. And this is exactly why I create a separate line for each, one for my on-site ID and one for my off-site ID. From there, I use checkboxes to make sure that I have completed all of the admin tasks for each of those IDs, including adding my banking details and declaring my tax status for both the on-site and the off-site ID. Now, in regards to banking details, I always instruct Amazon to pay me using the fastest payment method available for that region. And if you'd like any help setting that up, I have linked a separate video in the description where I talk through the steps in more detail to getting paid quickly with Amazon. The next thing that I like to track here is whether I've loaded my offsite ID into the back end of Geniuslink, and you would do this under the affiliate tab. This step is really important because it allows Geniuslink to correctly track and assign my affiliate commissions to the right marketplace. And this is what significantly quantifies my earnings when I'm promoting my products off-site. As you can see here, the affiliate tab of my Geniuslink, so far I have only set this up for 6 out of the 8 marketplaces that I upload to, so I have a little bit of work to do myself. Finally, I also make sure that I keep track of my social media site declarations because this is a major part of Amazon compliance. And if you need a reminder of how to do this, I'm going to show you that right now. In the back end of your Amazon influencer account, you'll want to click on the hamburger menu on the top right hand corner and select Account. From there, you can choose Account Settings. On the left-hand side of the page, you'll see a section that is titled Edit Your Website, Mobile App, and Alexa Skill List, so go ahead and click that. This is where you can declare your URL or site destination for each of your social media accounts. And as an example, I'm going to type in my blog, www.ttakeonit.com. Simply type your URL or your social media site declaration into the box provided and click Add. In my case, you're seeing an error message because I've previously declared my blog. This is just an example to show you where you would add your site if you're doing this for the first time. From here, you would go ahead and answer any questions or make any declarations as requested. These can vary slightly depending on the specific country that you are setting this up for. Once that's done, I'll head back to my spreadsheet and I'll record that I've declared my blog for my specific ID, and then I will tick that off for my Amazon on-site ID. After that, you'll need to switch over to your Amazon off-site ID for that country. To do this, you'll stay within the Amazon Associates backend. You'll want to click the hamburger menu in the top right-hand corner again, and then simply use the drop-down selector at the bottom of that menu to switch from your on-site ID to your off-site ID. Once you've done that, just repeat the same process, declare your site or social media page again for that off-site ID, and follow exactly the same steps. This will ensure that both your on-site and off-site IDs are fully compliant and that your site destinations have been correctly declared within your Amazon account.
So we have just covered off on streamlining your content storage system, optimizing your international tracking to make sure that you are getting credit for as many sales as possible, and then also how to not forget the boring bits. But if you'd like to know how to actually get paid faster from Amazon rather than waiting for checks from international marketplaces, or if you're like, hey, Tamika, this is all great, but I still need to know how to sign up to international platforms on Amazon, then I will have links to both of those videos down below, as well as a link for you to grab a copy of my content tracker so that you can stay organized when going global with the international marketplace, just like I do. Now, if you found this video helpful, please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck. See you in the next one. Bye.